Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making this cute coffee cup amigurumi. So yeah, let's just get started with the video. You're going to start with your white yarn and make a magic ring. Then you're going to hold the magic ring to secure it, and then you're going to chain one by wrapping the yarn around your hook and pulling it through the loop. Then you're going to start single crocheting into the magic ring. To single crochet, you're going to insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over and pull through. With 2 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through both of them. You're going to make a total of 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. Once you're done, you're going to pull on the tail of your yarn to tighten the magic ring. This pattern is worked in continuous rounds, meaning you'll go from one round to the next without slip stitching or connecting the rounds. For round 2, into the first stitch from round 1, you're going to be doing an increase, meaning you're going to be doing 2 single crochets in one stitch. So that's your first single crochet, and then again into that same stitch you'll do your second single crochet. You'll continue this pattern all around of increasing, as in doing 2 single crochets in one stitch all around, so that by the end of the round your stitch count is going to be 12. For round 3, you're going to start by doing a single crochet into that first stitch, and then into the second stitch you'll do your increase, so 2 single crochets in one stitch. And then you're going to repeat this pattern all around of doing 1 single crochet followed by 2 single crochets into the same stitch, and by the end of round 3 you should have a total of 18 stitches. In round 4, we're going to start doing the sides of the cup. So we're going to be stitching in the back loops of the stitch. To do that, you'll insert your hook into the center of the stitch towards the back, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. So it's similar to a normal single crochet, however you're going to be working in the back loops only for this round, and by the end of round 4, your stitch count is going to remain 18. You can see how the sides started to show. In round 5 and round 6, you're going to be single crocheting all around, normal single crochets in both loops all around, and by the end you should have a total of 18 stitches. We're going to do our first color change. Here I'm using the invisible stitch method just because it gives like a clean finish and the place where you did the color change will not show as much. So you're gonna start by cutting your yarn and pulling it all the way through. And then with your yarn that is through a needle, you're going to insert your needle in the second stitch from the back towards the front, and then you're gonna go back into that last stitch. You're gonna go from the center of the stitch towards the back, and that creates an invisible stitch on top of that first stitch of that round. Then you're just going to weave in the tail of your yarn to secure it and cut any excess yarn left. So this is what the invisible stitch looks like, kind of gives you like a smooth surface. And then to attach your new color, you're going to insert your hook into any stitch and then pull the light brown yarn through the stitch. And then you're going to chain 1 and get ready to start the next round. For round 7 and 8, you're going to be single crocheting all around, and your stitch count for those 2 rounds is going to remain 18. And here I'm single crocheting on top of the tail of the yarn just so that I can weave it in as I work the round. As you crochet around round 7, you're going to reach at the place with the invisible stitch. Here, you're going to do the single crochet into the original stitch, and then just continue as normal. For round 9, you're going to start by doing 5 single crochets. And then into that 6th stitch, you're going to do your increase. So 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. And then you'd repeat this pattern all around of doing 5 single crochets followed by an increase, and by the end of round 9, you should have a total of 21 stitches. From round 10 till round 12, you're going to be single crocheting all around and your stitch count is going to be 21. After that, you're going to change color to white. Again, I'm using the invisible stitch method just to have a clean finish at the end. So this is what our cup is starting to look like. Now, before moving forward, we're going to add a base to the bottom of the cup just to make it stand on its own and sturdy. This piece of cardboard is actually from a cereal box. I just traced a circle on it and cut it. Place your piece of cardboard at the bottom of the cup. Before moving forward, we're going to add a bit of stuffing to the bottom of the cup. Attach the white yarn into any stitch to start with the next round. For round 13, you're going to single crochet all around, and by the end, you should have a total of 21 stitches. In round 14, you're going to be doing 6 single crochets followed by an increase into that 7th stitch. And then you're going to repeat this pattern all around, and by the end, your stitch count is going to be 24. After that, you're going to do a color change from white to dark brown. If you want to add eyes to your coffee cup, now would be a good time. Make sure to add them between row 11 and row 12. And here I'm just adding the safety thing on the back so that the eye is secure. For the second eye, you're going to insert it 3 stitches away from the first eye. So count to 3, and then into the 4th stitch, you'll add the eye. Insert your hook into any stitch and attach the dark brown yarn. For round 15, single crochet all around and your stitch count is going to remain 24. In round 16, you're going to be single crocheting all around in the back loops only. So make sure to insert your hook into the center of the stitch towards the back, and then by the end you should continue to have 24 stitches. In round 17, we're going to continue working in the back loops only. Start by doing 2 single crochets in the first 2 stitches, and then decrease by inserting your hook into one stitch, yarn over and pull through, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. You're going to repeat this pattern all around of doing 2 single crochets followed by a decrease in the back loops only, and by the end of round 17 you should have a total of 18 stitches. In round 18, we're back to working in the full stitch. You're going to start by doing a single crochet and then followed by a decrease into the next 2 stitches. And then you're going to repeat this pattern all around of doing 1 single crochet followed by a decrease, and by the end of the round you should have a total of 12 stitches. Before doing the final round, we're going to add more stuffing. In round 19, we're going to be decreasing all around, and by the end you should have a total of 6 stitches. To close the space on top, we're going to start by cutting the yarn and pulling it all the way through. Add a bit more stuffing if necessary. And then with your needle, you're going to insert your yarn from the center towards the outside in every stitch all around, so a total of 6 times. And here we're going into the full stitch. Once you're done, you're going to pull on the tail of your yarn to tighten the top. And then using your needle, you're just going to weave in the end to secure it and cut any excess yarn left. So this is what our coffee cup is looking like. We still have 2 rows of front loops. We're going to be working in the bottom row, but to do that we're going to flip our coffee cup upside down, and then we're going to grab our hook and insert it into any stitch, and then we're gonna attach our dark brown yarn. In the front loops of row 16, we're going to be single crocheting all around, and by the end our stitch count is going to be 24. Once you reach the end of the round, you're going to slip stitch into that first stitch. So insert your hook, and then you're going to yarn over and pull all the way through. And then in order to finish off, you're going to cut your yarn, and then you're going to yarn over and pull it all the way through. And then with your needle, you're just going to weave in your ends. And all that's left now is to stitch a smile using your needle and a black piece of yarn. And with that, your adorable takeaway coffee cup amigurumi is done. And for this version that looks like a Starbucks cup, you're just gonna repeat the whole pattern but in white, so you don't need to do any color changes. And for the circular green patch, you're just going to repeat from round 1 till round 3, and then just stitch it to the cup. So these are the coffee cups. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!